Before starting the module, I want you to set aside other tasks which may disturb you while enjoying the lessons. Read the simple instructions below to successfully enjoy the objectives of this kit. Have fun. Follow carefully all the contents and instructions indicated on every page of this module. Write in your notebook the concept about the lessons. Writing enhances learning, which is important to develop and keep in mind. Perform all the provided activities in the module. Use a separate sheet of paper in answering the exercises. Finish the task at hand before proceeding to the next page. Analyze conceptually the post-test and apply what you have learned. If you encounter any difficulty in answering the tasks in this module, do not hesitate to ask for help from your teacher. At the end of this Module 3, you are expected to identify musical characteristics of selected Latin American music. Listen and analyze the example Latin American music. Identify art elements in the technology-based production arts. Evaluate works of Filipino photographer in terms of utilization, combination of art elements and principles. Assess physical activities, exercises and eating habits. Engages in moderate to vigorous physical activities for at least 60 minutes a day in and out of school. Explain the significance of the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Acts of 2002. Critically analyzes the impact of current health trend issues and concern. Week 3. Second quarter. Most essential learning competency is. Analyzes musical characteristics of Afro-Latin American and popular music through listening activities. Music, Latin American music. Song and music analysis. Latin American music. A product of three major influences, indigenous, Spanish, Portuguese, and African, includes countries that have been colonized by Spain and Portugal, divided into different areas. Andean regions, Central America, Caribbean, Brazil. Vocal and dance forms of Latin American music. Cumbia, originating in Panama and Colombia. It became a popular African courtship dance with European and African instrumentation and characteristics. Tango, a foremost Argentinian and Uruguayan urban popular song that is related to the Cuban contradanza, habanera, and Cuban tango. Cha-cha-cha, a ballroom dance that originated in Cuba. It is derived from the mambo. It is usually danced with Cuban music, Latin pop and rock music. Rumba, a popular recreational dance of Afro-Cuban origin. Its music contains jazz elements that became a model for other Latin American dances. Bossa Nova, a vocal form that is characterized by the integration of melody, harmony and rhythm into a swaying feel, where the vocal style is often nasal. Reggae, a style that was a synthesis of Afro-American popular music and traditional Afro-Jamaican music. Salsa music is a Cuban, Puerto Rican, and Colombian dance music. It comprises various musical genres including the Cuban son montuno, guaracha, cha-cha-cha and bolero. Samba is the basic underlying rhythm that typifies most Brazilian music. It is a lively and rhythmical dance and music with 3 steps to every bar, making the samba feel like a time dance. Activity Tempo fast, slow, moderately fast, slow. Beat regular, beat irregular, beat. Identify art elements in the technology-based production arts. Identify distinct characteristics of arts during in the 21st century in terms of production and functionality, range of audience reach. Identify artworks produced by technology from other countries and their adaptation by Philippine artists. Determine the role or function of artworks by evaluating their utilization and combination of art elements and principles. Determine the role or function of artworks by evaluating their utilization and combination of art elements and principles. Use artworks to derive the tradition's history of a community, like landscapes, images of people at work and play, portrait studies. Another means of generating an original image is to capture it first as a digital file. In the case of today's electronic technology, that would mean recording the image using a digital camera or a device with a built-in camera, like cell phone, Android device, or tablet. Two of the commonly used cameras in digital photography are point and shoot and digital single lens reflex (DSLR) camera. A DSLR, digital single lens reflex, camera differs quite a bit from a point and shoot camera in terms of image quality and performance speeds. Generally, DSLR cameras produce better photos, allow for more creativity, and offer more speed and features than the point and shoot counterparts, but DSLRs cost more and require more skills. Point and shoot cameras are easy to use, relatively inexpensive, and adequate for casual everyday use. Digital photography is one of the most exceptional instances of the shift from converting conventional analog information to digital information. The quality of a digital image is a composite of various factors, many of which are like those of film cameras. Pixel count is only one of the major factors. Resolution in pixels is not only the measure of image quality. A larger sensor with the same number of pixels generally produces a better image than a smaller one. This is one of the advantages of digital single-lens reflex (DLSR) cameras, which have larger sensors than simple cameras, point and shoot cameras of the same resolution. Activity number 1. Tell me more directions. Study the photograph. Form an overall impression of the photo, and then examine individual items in the photo. Use the chart to list your observation. Number 1. Does the image look realistic or abstract? Has there been any manipulation of the camera using camera techniques? Explain your answer. Number 2. Describe the photograph subject matter. Is it a person, object, or an idea? What do you see? Activity number 2. It's more picturesque in the Philippines. The Philippines has joined the rest of the world in applying the wonders of modern photography to every aspect of life. And with our country's natural beauty, a few local photographers have taken on the Philippines and our people as a major focus on their lenses. Directions: make a research on the life and contributions of the Philippines photographers below. Choose one photographer and one of its famous works. Second quarter. Week 3. Day 3. Engages in moderate to vigorous physical activities for at least 60 minutes a day in and out of school. In this time of pandemic, engaging in different recreational and leisure activities is challenging. With the health safety protocols set by the government in place, several venues are still closed, such as parks, museums, and sports and fitness venues. Continued closure of these venues further aggravates the struggling desire to keep physical fitness in check, as well as mental health of other people. However, as the adage say, if there is a will, there is a way. Keeping ourselves fit and healthy should not be solely dependent on the availability of venues to engage in different physical activities. There are a lot of alternatives to consider if we are really determined to stay fit and healthy all the time. Keeping physically fit and healthy is not always about going to gyms or sports venues. We can still be at the comfort and safety of our own home. Eating disorders. There are mainly 4 types of eating disorders, namely anorexia nervosa, an eating disorder characterized by self-imposed starvation to lose and maintain very low body weight due to a false distorted perception of being fat. Bulimia nervosa, an eating disorder characterized by a pattern of binge eating and purging to lose weight and/or maintain low body weight. Binge eating disorder, an eating disorder characterized by uncontrollable episodes of eating excessive amounts of food within a relatively short time. Emotional eating, the consumption of large quantities of food to suppress negative emotions. Health consequences of excessive body weight. Being overweight or obese increase the risk for high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, congestive heart failure, sleep apnea, menstrual irregularities, psychological disorders, gout, stroke, gallbladder disease, shortened life expectancy, decreased quality of life. Physical education activities. Activity number 1. Watch the video in YouTube with a title written about how to reduce weight without exercise by YouTube vlogger Jacob Alava, a fitness coach and trainer. Summarize the 10 tips he gave on how to reduce weight without exercise. Focus only on weight loss. Create a checklist from the tips given that you think are doable for 3 people you know are needing weight loss following the format in the table. Write this in a pad paper with the name of the person doing the checklist included to be submitted to your teacher. 3 checklists to be submitted from 3 people. Remember, honesty is the best policy. Activity number 2. Let's get moving. Open this link on YouTube, type 30-minute fat-burning home workout for beginners on the search box by Team Body Project. The video is a starter workout video for all people and without any equipment, and you can follow the exercises at your own pace. Enjoy doing the physical activity in the safety and comfort of your home. The Team Body Project YouTube page also has other exercise videos you can use as part for your daily physical activities. If you have a YouTube account, videos from Team Body Project can be saved on your PC, laptop, tablet or smartphone, so you can even watch and follow it all together without consuming data. After saving them, other suggested YouTube pages for workout, Hop Sugar Fitness and Fitness Blender suggested YouTube pages offer free workout videos for everyone to follow. They also feature suggested exercises at home, especially during this time of pandemic. You can choose from a variety of exercise videos that suit your interest. How can you develop healthful eating habits without depriving yourself? Eating slowly will help you have a feeling of satisfaction when you already had the right amount of food. Eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, and with a broth-based soup as a starter, will help you feel fuller. Making use of smaller plates helps to moderate the portion of your foods without the food appearing less in portion. Drinking at least 8 glasses of non-caloric beverages per day will help you feel full, making it more feasible for you to eat less. Second quarter. Week 3, Day 4. Health discusses the existing health-related laws. Explains the significance of the existing health-related laws in safeguarding people's health. Critically analyzes the impact of current health trends, issues, and concerns. In this module, you will be guided into determine eating disorders, consequences of excessive body weight, tips into weight loss and suggested physical activities that will help you manage your weight. Especially in this time when outdoor physical activities are extremely limited for everyone due to the pandemic. Republic Act No. 9165, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Section 12, Possession of equipment, instrument, apparatus, and other paraphernalia for dangerous drugs. Section 14, possession of equipment, instrument, apparatus and other paraphernalia for dangerous drugs during parties, social gatherings or meetings. Section 7, employees and visitors of a den, dive, or resort. Section 10, manufacture or delivery of equipment, instrument, apparatus and other paraphernalia for dangerous drugs and/or controlled precursors and essential chemical. Section 18, unnecessary prescription of dangerous drugs. Section 4, importation of dangerous drugs and/or controlled precursors and essential chemicals. Section 5, sale, trading, administration, dispensation, delivery, distribution and transportation of dangerous drugs and/or controlled precursors and essential chemicals. Section 6, maintenance of a den, dive or resort. Section 8, manufacture of dangerous drugs and/or controlled precursors and essential chemicals. Section 9, illegal chemical diversion of controlled precursors and essential chemicals. Section 11, possession of dangerous drugs. Section 13, possession of dangerous drugs during parties, social gatherings or meetings. Section 16, cultivation or culture of plants classified as dangerous drugs or are sources thereof. Section 19, unlawful prescription of dangerous drugs. PDEA, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, and DDB, Dangerous Drugs Board. PDEA serves as the implementing arm of the board and shall be responsible for the efficient and effective law enforcement of all the provisions on any dangerous drug and/or controlled precursor and essential chemical as provided in this Act. DDB shall be the policy-making and strategy formulating body in the planning and formulation of policies and programs on drug prevention and control. Republic Act 9165, also known as Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, passed June 7, 2002. Article 2 of the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002 imposes penalties on persons who import, sell, manage, dispense, transport, distribute, possess, manufacture, and maintain dangerous drugs. Penalties for unlawful acts range from life imprisonment to death, and a fine between P10,000 to P500,000 depending on the gravity of the offense. Article 9, the creation of Section 77, Dangerous Drugs Board, DDB, and Section 82, Philippines Drug Enforcement Agency, PDEA. Health activities. Activity 1. Follow judgmental directions. Look at the pictures below and read the article about it. Based on our lesson about the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, what are the provisions sections that have been violated by the suspects? Explain your answer briefly. Write your answers on the given space. Busted. Toro Police Station operatives arrest 3 alleged big-time drug pushers on Sunday, November 17, 2019 during a buy-bust operation. Seized from the trio was a large hachette of shabu worth PHP 1 million. QC Shabu Hall. Personnel from PDEA National Capital Region inspect packs of shabu seized from suspect Hongbo-hee, left, who was arrested in a buy-bust operation at the QC Memorial Circle complex on Tuesday, October 8, 2019. The suspect yielded 15 pieces of transparent plastic packs of suspected shabu weighing around 15 kilos and valued at PHP 102 million. P51M shabu seized in Mandoy House. Police raided on February 9 a house in a high-end subdivision in Mandoy City and confiscated 7.5 kilos of suspected shabu. Police said that the confiscated drugs had an estimated dangerous drugs board value of P51 million. The house was raided after police arrested a suspected drug courier, who in turn led them to the house. It was the biggest drug haul that month for the police. Activity 2. What would happen? Directions. Answer the following questions. Write your answer on the given space below. Write at least 3 5-sentences. 5 points each item. What would happen if? There are no laws against misuse and abuse of prohibited and regulated drugs. A student is caught with illegal possession of prohibited drugs. People are made aware of the dangers of drug abuse. Young people know how to say no to drugs. People are busy studying, working, and participating in worthwhile activities. Remember, honesty and integrity are essential for success in life. All areas of life. The good news is that anyone can develop both honesty and integrity.